Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game, and today Wave 7's Scout 608 from Star Trek Attack Wing. I'm David, and today a ship that revolutionized competitive play. This is a ship that kind of came on the scene, and at least to me, I went, that's nice. And then I saw it in action, I went, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. 3-3-2-4. And you go, wait, hold on. A 3 attack die ship revolutionized competitive play, 2 hull? Yeah, it did. It's the named ability. After you move, you may discard one of your upgrades to perform an additional green or white maneuver. We'll ignore the stuff about Borg stuff. But green or white maneuvers, look at what you can do. 1, 2, 3, straight, spin, 1, 2, back up. You take a ship that, and Borg move differently, but I'll talk about how they move now. You take a ship that can only go forward or backwards. Now it can move like a knight in chess. It can move up and over, up and over. It can move back and over, back, well, or it can move like a rook, back, back. Yeah, lots of possibilities of where this ship can end up, and it becomes less predictable than it was. And this is a ship that is still scary good. It has 4 slots to start. You put a captain, you get extra slots on here. It's doing everything that you want it to do. That's going to make it super duper scary. Generic Borg Scouts, whatever. They're cheap. They're cheap now, which is good. But yeah, they don't have lots going for them. Captain, 3rd of 5. At the start of the game, place 3 drone tokens on this card. During the roll defense die step of the combat phase, you may spend 1 drone token to roll +1 defense die. And you cannot assign this card to the same ship or fleet as Hugh. Yeah, I don't get excited by spending a drone token to roll +1 defense die. And since during the roll of defense die step of the combat phase, it's once per round, and just bad. Bad captain that doesn't even ever come to my mind. Tactical drone here. At the start of the game, place 2 drone tokens on this card. Each time you defend during the roll defense die step, you may spend a drone token to roll an attack die hit crit. Result damages the attacking ship is normal, and they don't get any defense. This is the counterattack tactical drone. I like them, and I like them in conjunction with counterattack die if you're playing with a resource. This is fun, and for 1 point, it's kind of a cheap throwaway captain. I like that much. I wish this ability came with more drone tokens, even at a higher price. I'd pay that, but this was a fun tactical drone. Not on 608 necessarily, but I use this as filler and fodder, and I like it because it just gave your opponent that little extra thought of, do I really want to make that attack against you? That plus like Admiral War for Admiral Matt Decker, anything that gave extra attacks. It just changes the calculus of it all. Magnetometric guided charge. This is a very interesting card. It's an attack disable, perform the attack, range 1 to 3, 3 attack dice. So you can convert a battle station into a crit, but the target ship does not roll defense dice against this attack. Here's where I think it gets fun. Garrick plus captured. You can only buy this for a Borg ship. So you get Garrick, you get Dominion, Independent, and Borg all together, and that crit, well, it can't be canceled in any way. So no evade. Pretty decent likelihood that you're getting a crit through. I don't think it's necessary, but I think there's something more fun there. Also, if you want to run like Mirror Archer on this, and Mirror Archer converts a crit to double hit, 2 separate hit results, that could also be fun because then you're turning what hopefully is 3 hit crits into 4. And again, no defense dice. That could be the extra bit. I do think this card's just slightly overpriced. That's the only thing working against it. But it does give Borg range 3. And I think that is worthwhile. So I say at least on Borg Scout Cubes, magnetometric guided charges, don't leave home without it. Subspace Beacon, 5-point tech, is action. Disable this card. Target every friendly ship within range 1 to 3 of your ship. Target ships may immediately perform a scan action as free action. Then place a scan token beside your ship. I don't love it. But nothing says you have to run it only on a Borg ship. I think this could be a fun card on a Fed fleet trying to take out a whole bunch of Romulans. And take that for what it's worth. Vulcans could also have good fun with it. Potentially even Klingons. Again, anything that's hunting cloaking. Dominion. Dominion would like this. Long range scan. When attacking a ship at range 3, if there's a scan token beside your ship during the modified defense dice step of the combat phase, you may disable this card to convert one of your opponent's evade or battle station results to a blank. Nice idea. Too expensive. When attacking a ship at range 3, if you have a scan token, 2 conditions, just too much. Also, you shouldn't have to disable it. This should just be a passive. Maybe time tokens. But for 4 points, yeah, should work better. 3rd of 5, action. Target a ship at range 1 to 2. Discard this card and disable all crew upgrades on the target ship. This ability can be used against a ship that's cloaked. You can't deploy this to the same ship as Hugh. I find this one intriguing. The only issue I have is that it's a discard. You're disabling all crew. There are certain builds where you know you're up against a bunch of crew heavy ships. 3rd of 5 slaps a disable on everything, and they're going to have a tough time re-enabling it all. That can make a difference. That can give you the opportunistic moments you need. So 3rd of 5, viable. 4th of 5 is action. Target ship at range 1 to 2. Discard this card. Disable up to 2 shields on the target ship. Then disable up to 2 upgrades of your choice on that ship. And you can do this against a ship that's cloaked. I do like that you're taking out 2 damage. And disabling 2 upgrades is a nice trade-off, especially if you have a way to get a card back. Sopek, Wayun, those types of things. Or save a card from being discarded. Goval, for instance. Yeah. 4th of 5. I might need to look at 4th of 5 again. 2nd of 5, this has kind of been my go-to. Action. Target a ship at range 1 to 2. Discard this card and 1 upgrade of your choice on the target ship. This can be used against a ship that's cloaked. So it's a one-for-one trade-off. You're discarding 2nd of 5. You're discarding an upgrade of your choice. You're taking out a problem. And that's really the best trade. You're not disabling a bunch of stuff. You're actually discarding. You're saying, no, that thing, you don't get it anymore. And it's only 3 points. I think that's why 2nd of 5 sees the most play rather than 3rd or 4th. Because they do more, but they cost more. Then we have Borg Alcove. Action, add 1 drone token to your captain card. You can't exceed your starting number. Again, I want ways to add drone tokens, but Borg Alcove feels too expensive. If this said in-phase time tokens, but as an action, it's a trade-off I'm not willing to make. And the last card here, Scavenged Parts. Whenever one of your upgrades is discarded, add a drone token to your captain card. You can't exceed your captain's starting number of drone tokens, and you can only have 1 Scavenged Parts per ship. This one feels okay because there are Borg cards that get discarded, so they're feeding into the drone tokens to get a healthier ship back. That feels right. I think there's enough good going on there. Scavenged Parts can work. I like it in combination with which was the card here? It's on Assimilation Target Prime Regeneration Sequencers. So whenever one of your upgrades gets discarded, you'd repair a damage to the hull and get a drone token back. And then ultimately you can discard the card, spend a drone token that you've gotten back to repair 2 damage to the hull. It's a nice little combo, but it's expensive. So trade-offs to be had, but I think there's little moments that can work as pieces. See, when I talk reviews, I sometimes give you pieces of builds that are floating around in my head. I don't have the full build fleshed out, but the ideas there percolating that might give you enough to make something happen. That's what I'm trying. So if you have an idea that and you want to flesh it out more in the comments, feel free. But yeah, that's it for 608. Very solid ship. I still think most of it holds up these days. And I think you can make a lot of good stuff happen with the cards that are here. So thank you all for watching. Until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.